If you guys are looking for a stacked NBA 2K or Fortnite account, make sure you go to sportstnb.com. That's right, no more Twitter. He has an official business website, sportstnb.com. There you'll be able to view all the accounts, see the prices, and get what you need. The link is in the description. Go click it and see what he has to offer. Rebirth builds on NBA 2K19. One of the best things they added into the game. But first, can I just say thank you? May was one of the best months we have ever had on YouTube. Over 7.5 million views, over 30,000 new subs gained. Whether you're subscribed and you watch every video, or this is your first video watching, I just want to say thank you for the support. Let's keep grinding, man. 300K on the way. Let's get right into this video now on our Rebirth build. Our Rebirth was a shot creating slasher. It's only a 90 overall. As you guys know, I just recently hit 99 on my stretch. Well, I can't even say recently. It was about a month ago now. But we don't really have the energy saved up anymore to be grinding new builds like that. Now this build, you see I have a lot of my badges, but they're not maxed out. And he's only a 90 overall. I want to play on one that has double takeover and has all the badges. So luckily, my boy WTD Inferno has this exact build, except he's a 95 overall. So we're going to supercharge our Rebirth build and go crazy on the twos. Now you see we're wearing the LeBron gear because this was a LeBron inspired build. You see bodies right off rip. Now if I'm being honest, this build is very close to my dream build on 2K. Now I want you to comment down below, what would your dream build be? Like, no restrictions, obviously. Don't take it to the extent of, like, you know, 7'3" speed boost and all that. Don't go super crazy, but if you could make one player, who would it be like? Mine would be LeBron, but the problem you can't really make LeBron is because obviously LeBron is a beast inside, but on 2K he can speed boost all the time, and you can't really make a big, strong slasher that can speed boost all the time. Now this build is close. He can speed boost in takeover, but obviously LeBron doesn't need takeover to speed boost. Now, as you can see, I don't need takeover to score, but it does make it a lot more fun and a lot more exciting. And obviously when you play better players, the faster you can move, the harder you are to guard. Now I would love, similar to my point forward, my tall point forward, he's great finishing around the basket, but he can't dunk like this build. But this build can't speed boost like my point forward. So it's like, if I could combine those two builds, that would be my dream build. I would love to just have like a LeBron James 99 overall player on 2K that I could play with. And honestly, in 2K20, I'm probably going to make the closest build possible to that. The stretch has been fun this year, but honestly, playing stretch big is just a lot of cheese. It's basically like, you know, can your glass cleaner just LT for you to get you open, and then, you know, basically you're abusing the game. You're using the D-pad off-ball glitch. I know you could. I've ISO'd on my stretch big a little bit, but there's limitations to a stretch. It was fun this year, but it's time to move on. Next year, we're doing something a lot more fun and versatile. It's still going to be a demigod build. You guys know every year I put out the best builds on the game. I make sure I pay attention to all the details, the badges, the attributes. We break it down for you. Make sure if you need builds for 2K20, you guys subscribe right now. I have never put a bad build out, bro. People have, you know, doubted my builds, and I always go back. I'll make gameplays on the exact build showing you what it's capable of. And I've even had people reach out to me and be like, hey man, I'm really sorry I doubted that build, but that build is a beast. I'm telling you, I always pay attention to detail. That is one of my best qualities. I'm very detail oriented. I'm not going to put something out and just, you know, hope that it's good. No, I'm going to pay attention to the details and make sure that it's a beast build. But for the most part, as long as you pay attention to small things like wingspan and all that, no matter what build you want, as long as it's like the type of player and play style that suits you, you're going to be able to make it work, no problem. But as you can see, we're already up 18-6 in this first gameplay here. And for the most part, we're just killing them behind the back, getting inside to the paint. This build, my Rebirth build, shot creating slasher, is one of the builds on this game that gets, like, it's one of the builds that gets the most badges. And you have to realize, I'm gonna be honest with you, badges are more important than attributes. Like, you could have a 73 pointer, but if you have shooting badges, you're gonna be able to smack. You see, he's just sitting in the paint. We throw the dot to the corner and he hits. Badges, almost every single year on the park in 2K, badges are more important. So the more badges you have, especially those higher up badges, the better your players are gonna be. You could sacrifice some attributes in exchange for badges and your player is gonna be even better. This build gets like, don't quote me exactly, I'm not sure, but close to 30 something badges, I'm pretty sure. he gets everything. You get obviously the Hall of Fame badges inside, like Relentless Finisher right there. You know, you still get even silver corner specialist. You get silver defensive badges like pickpocket and pick dodger, and then you have tons and tons of bronze badges like tireless scorer, and you know, a lot of shot creator badges in there, like difficult shots and things like that. You get a ton of badges, especially after those Hall of Fames. You still get a ton of silver and bronze badges, and let's be honest, they're not the best, but they make a big difference. The difference between having, like, for example, a build that has no limitless range or a build that has bronze limitless range, that's a big difference. Or a build that has no difficult shots as opposed to bronze difficult shots, it makes a big difference. Now, again, we're here on the ISO game hesitation driving side. Look it, when this build gets takeover, as we get right here off that layup, then it kind of becomes my dream build. I can speed boost. Now look at how much faster the hesitation is. This build in takeover is kind of the fusion of my point forward and this slasher build. I mean, and you add in that little bit of shot creating to it. I mean, look at just driving his shoulder right into the chest of the center, getting the lay in. Like, that's it. That's strong inside finish. Now check this out. Hesitation. We go in. Gosh, they really made me miss that, bruh. That would have been a body. That probably would have put him on his back. Those dunk animations are crazy this year, I'm not going to lie. But we got to play defense now. But like I said, you get silver defensive badges. I mean, you're going to be able to get stops. The strength, the athleticism is there. This Rebirth build definitely was what I was looking for in terms of, obviously, my main player was a stretch. I wanted something completely different from a stretch. And obviously something that could be effective, but also something that's really fun to play on. And honestly, this build is a lot more fun to play on than my stretch. Maybe it's just because I played stretch all year, but I've said it for a lot of videos now, that stretch gets very boring and very repetitive. But this build, very versatile. You could do tons of different things on it. As you guys could tell from my videos, I just love making and trying out. And well, obviously I don't make all of them. I borrow a lot of players from other people. I really appreciate those people helping me out making these videos. But for me, what's fun about the park is playing on different players, seeing what different players are capable of. I'm not really the type of person that, like, when it comes to 2K, I want to play on the same build all the time and try to get like my 2K credibility of like, I'm the best player on this build. To me, that's not like, that's not an accomplishment I need in my life. I'm good with that. But for me, it's fun to play on a ton of different builds and really get to experience, like, okay, how does a slasher feel like? How does a stretch feel like? How does a post score feel like? Like, all these different builds, that's fun to me, and trying to actually be good on every build, as opposed to, like, you know, you guys know those people, right? You play with them, it's like, they're good on this build, but then they're terrible on everything else. Like, if they ever try to play on a guard, they're awful. Or if they, you know, they play as a post scorer, and if they ever try to play on a sharpshooter, they're terrible. Like, you guys know those people. We all know those people that are very, very one-dimensional, you know, because they can shoot on a sharp, they think that they're good at the game. That it's like, they can't play on any other build. We all know those people, bruh. We all know them, and to me, it's more enjoyable to be really good on every single build, as opposed to, like, okay, I can play lockdown and I can't play any other position outside of lockdown. Like, you really want to play on the same player every single time you get on this game? I understand if you do. That's on you, right? That's no worries. That's your decision. I'm just saying, for me, I would much rather be playing on different builds, enjoying, you know, experimenting the different badges, different attributes, different heights, wingspans, all that type of stuff, man. For me, that is really fun on 2K. Don't get me wrong. I always have my main player that obviously I want to be good on, but I'm not out here trying to be, you know, oh, you're the best stretch on 2K. I don't to me, that's not why I play the game. But anyways, let's get back into this. We are still ISOing on this dude. This is our last gameplay here. As you can see, Inferno has cold spots at the top of the key for the 3. Not the biggest deal, but it will affect you if you're shooting whites. It will make you miss more shots. But besides that, I mean, he has a couple hot spots, so we're good. We make it work, you know what I mean? Hot behind the back, go in again. Look at, that's green. That is not supposed to be green, but the build is just so good finishing around the basket. Any type of Euro steps or contact layups, you're gonna make majority of them, which obviously is a good thing. But anyways, back in takeover, this build, like I said, is just unstoppable in takeover. You will never ever be stopped. 95 overall, double takeover, shot creating slasher rebirth build. This build, it was everything that I meant for it to be. Obviously, I didn't grind it to double takeover, but I knew in double takeover with all the badges. I knew what it would be capable of. As you can see, like I said, they give you too much space. You're pulling up from 3, shooting big greens. And this is using LeBron animations. If you put like Jumpshot 24 on, the jump shot I posted about like a couple weeks ago, you're going to be shooting crazy good on this build, because you have like I think the 3-pointers in the 70s. You're going to be smacking, bro. You get some shooting badges, you're going to be smacking like crazy. Obviously, just because I wear the LeBron gear and this is LeBron build, I use LeBron's animations. But if you're really trying to like sweat, put on a comp jump shot, you're going to be smacking with this build, man. But like I said, May was one of the best months I've ever had on YouTube, man. I really can't thank you guys enough. Please drop a like on the video if you haven't already. Seriously, it takes 2 seconds. Scroll down, drop a like for me. That helps me out so much, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. You guys have a great weekend. I'm out. Peace.